Sports. It's in the game.
And welcome to the Municipal de Butarque Stadium here in Madrid, the Spanish capital. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder Stuart Robson. And we have no rules action coming up for you. It's Nuremberg, and they take on Austria Vienna.
Well, what a great concept. No fouls, no offside, no red cards, yellow cards. This should be a great watch, I have to say.
And the game begins. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, his skill level is so high, you're absolutely right. That's a great effort on the volley.
Well, possibilities in the centre. Let's fly here! Didn't seem to be much on from that position, but he gave it a go.
Well, he took the shot on from a very tight angle. That was always going to be difficult. He's a bit unlucky, really.
We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
Oh, horrible injury to his shoulder there. Landed right on top of it. Sore, but he's tough. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Can they stop it going in? Well, the cross was deep, a little too deep. Just missing narrowly on the volley.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he caught it so well. He's unfortunate.
And there to intervene. Well, sloppy in possession. Oh, he's gone for goal. It's still alive. Well, they can keep possession now.
Well, so close to getting that early goal there, but it was a wonderful save by the keeper, you have to say.
Johannes Geis. Using space on the opposite flank now. Throw-ins given. And he's broken free. A majestic piece of goalkeeping there.
That's goalkeeping at its best. He's so hard to beat from that sort of range.
Well, promised much, but delivered little in the final analysis.
Well, you can see what he was trying to do, but in the end, he got it all wrong.
Giving the ball away. Well, catching it sweetly, but not quite the accuracy he was looking for.
Well, it's always a difficult technique on the volley, but I think that's a massive chance he should score from.
Super tackle, and they've won possession. This attack looks highly promising, and the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? And the corner's been given. And Brown in possession. Johannes Geis. And back to the keeper. Geis. Keeper getting the touch. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there.
Well, time just challenged magnificently. And hit with ferocity! And what a magical save it was! Tremendous strike. Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant. So underway again following the goal that made things level. Effective challenge. From one side of the pitch to the other. Oh, lovely ball. And that's very intelligent play to win back possession. Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that. Brilliant goal. So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Let's just clarify the injury situation. Our man on the side of the pitch is Geoff Shreeves.
Yep, he's not putting his full weight on that foot at the moment because he actually got trodden on in the last challenge. Keep an eye on this one.
Cheers, Geoff. Oh, my goodness, what a strike! From so far out, absolutely sensational! Unstoppable! Underway again with the score at 3-1. And intercepts again. It is to be a throw-in. Good tackle, it'll be a throw. And they need to get tighter. And he He could hardly miss. On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Oh, the post denied him. And I think the threat has been averted.
Well, had that gone in, they would be in complete control of this game. As it is, they're still going to be a bit nervy.
Well, they're on the ball, and they've just got to forget about that moment of misfortune. Has eyes for goal! Oh, could have given them an even healthier advantage.
Well, it's a good effort to extend their lead, but the game's still in the balance here.
2 minutes of stoppage time coming up. He'll have a go here! And the keeper nowhere to be found, not that he's complaining. Well, you've really got to give credit to the entire team, because this was a bit like climbing Mount Everest. Well, there it is, the half-time whistle. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. For more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He seems to have taken a blow to his upper thigh, but there's no sign of him being replaced yet.
Cheers, Jeff. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Oh, what an opportunity. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Well, such a high degree of difficulty, not quite in the end.
Well, how good was that? It's such a difficult piece of skill, which he made look so easy. That deserved a goal.
The save was a good one. Fairly easy for the referee to spot that deflection, so now a throw in. Over the touchline for a throw in. Oh, what an astonishing goal! Almost from a different postal code. That was as clean as a whistle. You cannot strike them any better than that. Well, how about this? 4-3. Well, not the end result he had in mind.
Well, we know he can hit them from that sort of range, but that was a poor effort in the end.
Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
We're going to have to wait and see the extent of this injury because his foot was trodden on in that last challenge. So we'll have to wait and see as just to how serious this is.
Cheers, Jeff. Valentini. And what a magical save it was! They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Speculative effort. Well, a really respectable effort from there.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was going to squeeze inside. Decent effort, it's unlucky, really.
Determined defending. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique! Wondrous! Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it?
Que les acaba de llegar una pulsera de cuero negra con bolas amarillas. Repetimos, una pulsera de cuero negra con bolas amarillas.
Well, unfortunately, not very convincing at all with that effort.
Well, he made a mess of that. Just didn't make a good connection, did he?
Pull from the keeper, and they'll come again. And a throw-in forthcoming. Went in strongly to win the ball. Looks as though he's alone in the centre. Threat over for now, it seems. Corner coming up. And time for the change now. So the corner played into the box. Well, the keeper dealt with the danger. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Oh, that is a goal from long range. He won't soon forget. Absolutely right out of the top drawer. For grabs and held by the keeper at the second time of asking.
Well, he's just pulled off a great first save there. Now they can all... all calm down.
We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
Oh, horrible injury to his shoulder there. Landed right on top of...
It's still alive. Well, catching it sweetly, but not quite the accuracy he was looking for.
Well, it's always a difficult technique on the volley, but I think that's a massive chance he should score from.
Quick thinking to win it back. Good effort here. There it is, and he could scarcely have had an easier finish. Oh, he's given the ball away. Corner given. Trying to deliver it accurately and clearing his lines. Beautiful pass. Oh, did so well to deny him. And there's the delivery. And Brown in possession. Corner awarded. Well, the corner too close to the goalkeeper that time. Well, the keeper asking too much of his teammates on this occasion. Throw in to come. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Oh, it's gone in, would you believe? And that is going to be classified as an own goal.
Well, as you can see, it came off him last, and as a result, it will be an own goal. So unfortunate.
Excellent strike! Another goal from this corner would in all likelihood secure victory. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
But I feel they were the better.
This is it. A can't-miss game and a backdrop to match what is a special occasion. The fans had this one circled on their calendars long ago, and now it's a matter of who will dominate on the pitch. Top players, big characters on the big stage, a highly exciting prospect. It's coming up next, live on EA TV. Everyone, great to be with you again. Our venue for this game is the Max Morlock Stadion. I'm Derek Ray, your match commentator, and alongside providing all the tactical and technical analysis, it's Stuart Robson. And what we have coming up for you is no rules action. It's Nuremberg, and they take on Racing Louisville.
Well, I'm glad I'm not out there, to be frank. The build quality of those shin pads will certainly be tested. It should be a fun watch as a neutral, though.
Intercepting it intelligently. Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that! Brilliant goal! Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Well, the intention was admirable, but just a bit too much on it in the end, and that'll be a throw-in. There to take it away. And she's hit it with authority! And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. textbook goalkeeping. Can they put it away? Well, that cross was more than acceptable, but they couldn't fire it home. A long way out. Oh, what an astonishing goal! Almost from a different postal code. That was as clean as a whistle. You cannot strike them any better than that. Two-nil here, and the ball is moving again. Savannah de Melo. Savannah de Melo. Well, she was always likely to put it away from there, and that's exactly what she's done. The defending wasn't of the highest quality, not that she will care one jot. Jalen Howell. On to De Melo. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Really have to get it spot on to finish from there, and it was miles off target.
Well, maybe not the right choice there. That's a poor effort.
Leicester. Well, high marks for that pass, and giving it away. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. And that attempt had too much height on it. And giving the ball away. And goes for goal! Well, questions have to be asked defensively. Not that she's going to be worried about that. A chance now with the corner. Great vision to switch the play. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And nicely struck. Well, the elements of surprise there.
Well, it's great technique as well. She really did strike that well, just off target.
Savannah de Melo. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Good effort here. Oh, strong hand on the ball. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Good looking pass. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Well, I'll tell you what, surprising everyone by taking on the shot from that range.
Yeah, that was certainly a good effort from that sort of distance. Really struck it cleanly.
Under real pressure defensively, will they pay the price? Using space on the opposite flank now. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend.
Well, that was a bit unlucky.
Well, what a stop that was.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
Well, good idea, but overhit. Strong but fair tackle.
Well, the hosts have completely bossed the game in the last 15 minutes and looked a real threat going forward. But they must take one of these chances while they're having this good period that you do sense it's coming.
Yes, it's going to plan, and they might be able to carve out another chance. It's a well-struck pass. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. And a chance to whip it in here. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Good ball to switch the play. Asking a lot of any player, quite honestly, to score from that position.
Well, I don't need to say too much about that, do I, Derek?
And there it is. Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Was an ambitious pass, didn't quite execute it properly. Jalen Howell. A very effective challenge put in. Well, we saw what she was trying, but it didn't come off for her. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Oh, big chance! Well, from one flank to the other, but overhit. And just like that, they've given the ball away. Well, shooting like that isn't going to live long in the memory.
Well, poor decision, bad technique, and a waste of a very good situation.
Ideal for the goalkeeper, for any keeper. Well, there to intercept. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Well, didn't miss by very much, and never easy to strike it on the volley in that fashion.
Well, from that range, though, it should be a goal. At least it should hit the target.
Did well to win the ball back. Excellent strike! A strong hand on the ball. Now the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way following this corner? And hit with ferocity! Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating.
Well, you sense the goals coming. They're getting so close now. They just need to take one of these chances.
Well, an attempt almost from a different postcode and not... very far away.
Well, from that sort of range, that's a very decent effort.
Not great distribution from the keeper. From one side of the pitch to the other. Can they stop it going in? And not quite on target. Unfortunate, you've got to say.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. It's good technique. She makes good contact, but it needs to be on target to trouble the keeper.
Takes on the shots. Goodness gracious me! How about that for technique? You can't strike them much better than that. On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Has eyes for goal! Well, just off target, but it goes down as a chance to extend their lead.
Well, it was a decent effort, but in the end, not quite good enough, was it?
Far from a good pass. Throw-ins given. And just losing control of the ball, and it will be a throw-in. And striking it on the volley, just no luck.
Well, good technique, but just wide of the target.
Into the final 20 minutes. They've lost it. Well, with the keeper nowhere to be found, she wasn't going to pass up that chance, but shocking defending.
Well, let's just take another look at this. She reads the flight perfectly, catches it so sweetly, and then bang. That's a great strike.
Underway once more, level at 3-3. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. And that's a very good parry. So a throw in here. That's a good looking shot. Nicely saved. Has eyes for goal. Oh, what an astonishing goal. Almost from a different postal code. That was as clean as a whistle. You cannot strike them any better than that. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Ball's gone. piece of goalkeeping there. Oh, good strike! And what a magical save it was! Another goal from this corner would in all likelihood secure victory. May. Well, shooting like that isn't going to live long in the memory.
Well, poor decision, bad technique, and a waste of a very good situation.
Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. And hit with ferocity! Oh, goodness gracious me! It's a special, special goal from miles out. Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Good physical play. Well, that's the end of that move for now. The concession of a corner here. Danger averted for now, but it'll be another corner. Asking a lot of any player, quite honestly, to score from that position.
Well, I don't need to say too much about that, do I, Derek?
Really have to get it spot on to finish from there, and it was miles off target.
Well, maybe not the right choice there. That's a poor effort.
Perfect challenge. And saved by the keeper. Well, showing really good width here. And still an opportunity. The referee blows for full time. It ends at a victory for the...
Because they dominated every aspect of the game, it was a really good result for them here today.
The day is here. The match everyone has been talking about. Hello, wherever you happen to be. It is a stadium with great history here in Nuremberg, the Max-Morlock Stadion. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And getting ready to bring you no rules action coming right up. Stuart, your expectations?
Well, what a great concept. No fouls, no offside, no red cards, yellow cards. This should be a great watch, I have to say.
It's a fierce effort. And intercepting it. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Geoff Shreeves.
It's going to take us a while to see how bad this injury is because he got trodden on in that last challenge. So his foot is definitely a bit sore.
Cheers, Geoff. Well, terrific defending to stop them progressing. He'll have a go here! And pushed away to safety. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Johannes Geis. Fancies it! Well, it takes confidence to try your luck from that sort of distance.
Well, I have to say, that was a really good effort. He struck it so cleanly.
No two ways about it. A wild, wild attempt.
Well, it's so hard to get this right, and he just couldn't adjust his body quickly enough.
Oh, he's gone for goal. And the keeper there to deal with it. And the angle wasn't all that favourable, but he didn't let that bother him, did he?
Well, really close, but were there better options?
A bit sloppy in possession. And that's a straightforward stop. Well, deciding to test the keeper, but no problems really. Ersoy. Well-timed tackle. And fired against the crossbar.
Well, you sense the goals coming. They're getting so close now. They just need to take one of these chances.
Oh, that's a fine save. Well, he's bound to be disappointed with himself. Not a great effort, Stuart.
Well, the less said about that, the better. Not a good decision from him. Well, I think they've played really well today, but unless they take one of these chances, it will count for nothing. Just look at those stats. They need to make the breakthrough and make it quickly.
Alexandru Maxime. Well, it could be on for him here. In behind for him to chase. Well, trying his luck from a long way out, but the keeper saw it all the way. all played nicely. Well, they have the ball once more. Superb stop. Over it comes. And dealt with it nicely. Now look at this. They might be able to cash in here. Has to score. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? And a goal kick given. Soyard. Well, getting close to the half-time interval, and the story so far, they're not really making home advantage count. Stuart, your take?
Well, it's been a tight first half so far, but they haven't quite shown enough guile in the attacking third. If, however, they can be more dynamic in the 1v1 situations, they have the quality to turn this around.
He had to score, and he does. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Brown. He's going to have a go here. Oh, he's only gone and found the net! What purity of hit! Caught it absolutely perfectly! Well, 2-1 it is here. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. And there we have it, the half-time whistle. That brings the first half to an end here at the Max. So the two teams have switched around and the second half is underway. Good effort here. Nicely saved. Well, an attempt almost from a different postcode and not very far away.
Well, from that sort of range, that's a very decent effort. Well, when you see those stats, it's amazing how they're trailing in this game because they've created so many chances, they just haven't taken them. At some point, they've got to get back into this game.
And a goal, it was served up on a silver platter for him. So they get the ball moving again. 3-1 the scoreline here. What's going to happen next?
Well, credit to the goalkeeper because that was a terrific...
And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. Has eyes for goal. Oh, at one point on its flight, it looked as though it might be going in.
Well, he wasn't afraid to have a go, was he? And you can see why. That was so close to being a great goal.
That's how to dispossess your opponent. Oh, tremendous Well, the game has been restarted. 3-2 here. And the deflection means a corner. And a long way out. Oh, good save. Long way out. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
And snuffed out the danger immediately. And rattling the post. And in the right position to read it. Nice switch of play. I'll tell you what, it wasn't a million miles away from the equaliser.
Well, it was a decent chance, but they're still behind here. They needed to take that one.
And that's an important intervention. Valentini. Benjamin Gola. And a throw-in forthcoming. Jeftovic. From one side of the pitch to the other. Not really the high percentage option to try your luck from there.
Well, his teammates aren't particularly happy. He was never going to score from there. Well, the hosts have dominated the flow of the game in the last 15 minutes. And up to a point, they've looked threatening. But they need to be more clinical if they are to get this equaliser.
Very alertly winning back possession. Oh dear. Well, that's not one that's going to linger long in the memory.
Well, he had a go there. Nothing wrong with that. But he's got that all wrong.
Just 20 minutes remaining now. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. So a personnel change then. A very good tackle. Oh, what a goal! A tremendous strike. Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant. Underway again. We can't complain about a lack of entertainment. 3-3. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Well, unfortunately, not very convincing at all with that effort.
Well, he made a mess of that. Just didn't make a good connection, did he?
Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Heavy blow to his upper thigh in that last tackle, but at the moment, he's staying on the pitch. Keep an eye on him, though.
Cheers, Jeff. He'll have a go here. Well, it takes confidence to try your luck from that sort of distance.
Well, I have to say, that was a really good effort. He struck it so cleanly.
Jevtovic. Tension building, still level. Well, relying on the goalkeeper, and my goodness, he produced the goods.
Yeah, great save at such a vital moment.
And fired against the crossbar.
Well, I was certain we were going to see some late drama there. So unlucky not to take the lead. But you just get the sense it's inevitable if they continue to create chances like that.
Jevtovic. Giving the ball away. Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Could cross it in here. Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. Substitution time it is here. And nicely struck. Oh, really hit with venom and off the woodwork.
Oh, that's a great shot. He just hit it with such power. I'm not sure the keeper would have got that, you know.
Long way out this. And off the woodwork. And you might say rather unlucky given the degree of difficulty involved.
Well, what a goal that would have been. That's a brilliant strike.
Jevtovic. A very effective challenge put in. Oh, good save. Well, this forthcoming corner might just do it. Could be their last chance to hit the front in the dying moments. There we have it. The 90 minutes are over. So away they go again, the first period of extra time, and it's legitimate to ask to what extent mental strength will come into this. Looking forward to it. So making the substitution now. In a decent position now. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
Off the post and back in play. Oh, that's a fine pass. And the keeper there to deal with it. Mats Müller-Dali. Well, not far away from a very difficult angle.
Well, from that position, it was a really good effort.
Oh, it's astonishing! One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And now the question is, can they see this out? Well, how about this? 4-3. Gradel. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? And just missing the target. Still in front, though.
Well, it was certainly close, you have to say that, but not quite close enough.
Losing possession. Can they cover up? Well, able to survive that attacking push. Oh, he's gone for goal. And tipping it over the crossbar. And they're making a change. Showing ambition. So at the halfway stage in extra time and 15 more minutes left. And so the drama continues here. We're into the second period of extra time. Promising pass. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Geoff Shreeves.
We're going to have to wait and see the extent of this injury because his foot was trodden on in that last challenge. So we'll have to wait and see as to how serious this is.
Cheers, Geoff. And firing it towards goal on the volley. Could have gone in.
Well, that's a big chance. Yes, it's on the volley, but I think he should score there.
Needed to be more accurate from the keeper. And he's in. Well, I'll tell you what, surprising everyone by taking on the shot from that range.
Yeah, that was certainly a good effort from that sort of distance. Really struck it cleanly.
And they're still in with a shout, thanks to the keeper just then.
Well, that's a really important save, but can they get back into this match? I'm not sure they can.
Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Well, 5 minutes remaining in this, the second period of extra time.
Well, the hosts have dominated the flow of the game in the last 15 minutes and are looking really threatening every time they go forward. Another now, and that would put the game to bed.
Yes, it might be on for them once more. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel. And nicely struck. Well, an attempt almost from a different postcode and not very far away.
Well, from that sort of range, that's a very decent effort.
Excellent strike! Well, fantastic reflex action. Well, having been awarded the corner, they'll no doubt look to put the issue beyond all doubt. Well, catching it sweetly, but not quite the accuracy he was looking for.
Well, it's always a difficult technique on the volley, but I think that's a massive chance he should score from.
And there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be...
They had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
There is nothing quite like match day inside a football stadium, especially when there's so much on the line. The build-up has been intense, and now we just can't wait for it all to begin. It's anyone's guess, though, which team will come out on top in front of a packed house. Stay with us on TV. Hello, great to be with you. This is the scene here at Providence Park in the city of Portland, Oregon. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And we have no rules action coming up for you. It's Nuremberg facing Celta Vigo. And it's come off the keeper. And easily cut out in the end. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Yep, the problem there is actually his upper thigh. He took a heavy blow to it in that last challenge. He's moving a little gingerly on it, but at the moment, doesn't want to come off.
Cheers, Jeff. And in with a real chance. Well, to think he only had the keeper to beat. Couldn't take the opportunity. The concession of a corner here. It's a fierce effort. And a throw-in forthcoming. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Passes like that, very much in his repertoire. And he's lost custody of the ball here. Valentini. Well, Celta unable to retain possession. Good through ball. Oh, that's really untidy. Well, not the end result he had in mind.
Well, we know he can hit them from that sort of range, but that was a poor effort in the end.
Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. Let's just clarify the injuries. And he's made headway. Oh, he's gone for goal. Oh, yes! He's going to be proud of that moment. What purity of strike. Caught it absolutely perfectly. Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? There to win it back. And a throw in for Celta. Oh, he's gone for goal. Oh, what a goal! A tremendous strike. Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant. Two 2-0 now, and back underway. He's given us away. Well, that is going to go down as an own goal by the keeper.
Well, here it is again, and he's a bit unfortunate, you have to say. But it will count as an own goal against him, I'm afraid.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Valentini. Benjamin Gola. Celta de Vigo doing well to regain possession. Well, he overdid that pass and he knows it. And a substitution in the offing. Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
In that last challenge, he took a blow to his upper thigh, but at the moment, he's carrying on.
Cheers, Jeff. Joseph Aidu. Tapia on the ball. Bamba. And hit with ferocity! He had to score, and he does.
Well, here it is again. It's an easy finish in the end, but what was the keeper thinking? That's a poor bit of defending.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. And having a go! Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
And snuffed out the danger immediately. Well, the keeper had a lot of ground to cover. Splendid save. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. Let's fly here. Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that. Brilliant goal. Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2. And the referee has given the corner, so maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. And just missing the target. Still in front, though.
Well, it was certainly close, you have to say that, but not quite close enough.
Renato Tapia. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Superb looking pass. And that'll be a Celta ball. So 2 minutes of stoppage time to be added on. Chances on. And Brown in possession. Can they slot it home? Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Well, getting a strong fist on the ball. Impudent efforts. So the whistle then. We're up. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Effective challenge. Nice looking pass. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Geoff Shreeves.
The physio's keeping an eye on him because he took a blow to his upper thigh in that last challenge. Keep an eye on this one.
Cheers, Geoff. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance. But he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
Celta struggling to keep possession here. Has eyes for goal! Well, from so far out, it didn't appear to be the high percentage option. Close though, Stuart.
Well, he did have options, but that was a good effort in the end. He wasn't too far away, was he?
And successfully cut out. A real opening now. And what a magical save it was. He's going to have a go here. And couldn't put it away. Opportunity there to extend their advantage.
I have to say, it's not a bad effort. That would certainly made it more comfortable for them.
Read that pass all the way, cutting it out. Well, made it look routine, but read it well. Plenty of options. Just missing narrowly on the volley.
Well, it's a fantastic effort. Difficult technique, but he caught it so well. He's unfortunate.
So a half an hour remaining. Valentini. Is this the moment? And out for a Celta Vigo throw. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. It's a fierce effort. Keeper getting the touch. And the keeper has it after that tension-laden sequence.
Well, what a great first save that was. How did he stop that?
Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And that's going to result in a goal kick. And the substitution will occur now. Let's just clarify the injury situation. Our man on the side of the pitch is Geoff Shreeves.
Yep, the problem is his hamstring. He's feeling it. The bench are keeping an eye on him, but at the moment, he's carrying on.
Cheers, Geoff. Well, the pass not finding its target. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. And into the last 20 minutes. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. And Celta regaining possession. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Let's fly here. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. It is to be a throw-in. Renato Tapia. And a wild attempt from distance. Not one for the highlight reel, Stuart.
Well, that's a waste. He had much better options there.
Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Geoff Shreeves.
Yep, he's not putting his full weight on that foot at the moment because he actually got trodden on in the last challenge.
And they're still in with a shout, thanks to the keeper just then.
Well, that's a really important save, but can they get back into this match? I'm not sure they can.
Oh, so close to extending their lead.
Well, that really would have put them in a commanding position, but it's still all to play for here.
Can they keep it out? Well, thank goodness for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're calm now, but that initial save was absolutely magnificent.
Brilliant save. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. Enjoying time and space here. Tremendously strong in the tackle. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Vega. Perfect challenge. Well, the electronic board showing 3 additional minutes. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw in to come. Renato Tapia. Extremely sloppy in possession. Oh, it's in! And it goes down as an own goal by the keeper. So the ball rolling again at 3-all. And they remain locked together, these two sides, on the back of that save.
Well, that keeps it all level. What an important save that is.
And there's the whistle, all even. Well, the ball rolling again here, the first period of extra time, and you've got to wonder to what extent fatigue will play a part in this now. It's been an extremely competitive 90 minutes. Oh, from miles out, he's done it! How about that for a pure strike? Terrific technique! Wondrous! Well, how about this? 4-3. Sanchez. And goes for goal! And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick! Absolutely unplayable today! What a performance! Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. And I think, unfortunately for him, the less said about that attempt, the better.
Well, he had a lot of options there, but he's chosen the wrong one. That was a poor effort.
Vega. And a poor ball. And no way to sugarcoat that one, Stuart.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
That's a high-quality pass. And running in behind. Oh, magnificent reaction. A long way out. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. It is to be a throw-in. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. The concession of a corner here. That's it, half-time in extra time. And so the drama continues here. We're into the second period of extra time. There will be a goal kick here. Well-timed tackle. And tidily played. Oh, really hit with venom and off the woodwork.
Oh, that's a great shot. He just hit it with such power. I'm not sure the keeper would have got that, you know.
Well, it was a menacing attack, but tidied up. No-nonsense clearance. Really have to get it spot on to finish from there, and it was miles off target.
Well, maybe not the right choice there. That's a poor effort.
Well, a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. Now he must favour the cross.
Well, they've done most things right today, and that would have topped it all off. Just hitting the woodwork on that occasion.
Well, trying to switch the play, but he overhit it. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this, the second period of extra time. Clean challenge. And a throw-in forthcoming. Long-range effort. Oh, my goodness! What an outrageous hit! I can't believe he took it on from there, and neither can the goalkeeper. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Oh dear. Well, that's not one that's going to linger long in the memory.
Well, he had a go there, nothing wrong with that, but he's got that all wrong.
And he did well to cut it out. Well, the stoppage time situation, 1 minute here. Real determination in the challenge. A throw in here. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces.
Full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Good form. Good form. Much